and gentlemen, welcome to Malifaux and Game 2 of April Fool's Day Tournament, which is a 4-round fixed faction ranked tournament hosted by the very lovely South London Legion. I believe this game was still, the matchings were still by random draw, and I find myself once again on table 3. For terrain, we have these hardcover, blocking, impassable, height a lot houses. We've got this hardcover, passable, probably height 3 statue thing. Height 2, these are blocking hardcover. I think the middle bits are soft cover. Climbable. Crates and barrels are height 1 soft cover. Climbable. Forest, more blocking, impassable, hardcover stuff. And in the centre, right by the fountain, we've got this height 2, probably height 3 in the middle. Severe hazardous fountain of laser sharks. Because the denizens of this town are very proud of their laser sharks. And like to display them in the middle of their frickin' square, I don't know. I lost deployment, I think set up first, and I've got a rotten bell, Chiaki the niece, Sebastian, with those are not ours. Big Mac Morning, with plastic surgery, moonlighting and decaying aura. The Carrion Emissary, with conflux of forbidden knowledge. Nurse Rowan Nilsson, with my little helper, and the zombie chihuahua. Facing me, G Senator has brought out Sandy Desai. My first time facing this master, and most of the models he's brought. I should really have been a bit more studious before going into this tournament, but as with most masters that don't really interest me too much, I've only given his card the briefest skim, and don't really know what he does too well. I'm aware he can summon Gamin and a giant totem beatstick. My opponent tells me he's fairly competent in combat with some upgrade that he's got. I know he's got a ranged casting attack that other models can use, and a teleport that they can also use. Probably some other stuff as well, but I'm going to find out the hard way. G Senator has brought 3 Oxfordian mages. They all have temporary shielding, one is the Blood Ward, one is the Nemesis Ward, and one's got the Doom Ward. Couldn't tell you which one's which. But the guy with the Blood Ward makes my life a complete misery this game. I think it's this guy here. Budding Poisoners, take note. This guy needs to die as immediately and horrendously as possible. We've then got Cassandra, with Practice Production and Warding Runes. 2 Malifaux Raptors, Sandeep Desai, with Seize the Day and Arcane Reservoir. Arcane Effigy and Kudra, with Warding Runes. Looks like someone's anticipating bells. With tournament time pressure and facing a master I'm not really too sure about, I want to keep things simple this game. Extraction means my guys will do best in the middle. McMorning loves getting up in the thick of things, so I want to kill his crew, turn them into dogs and flesh constructs. Overwhelm the Arcanists and deny them strategy points in the late game. When your aim is killing, it's always nice to avoid distractions like dropping markers or interacting. And the scheme pool fits quite nicely, so frame for murder on Rafkin. I'm going to get her stuck in hard and early, and hopefully force Sandeep or one of his henchmen to take her down. Cassandra is my quick murder target, so I'm going to go gunning for her. I'm confident in my crew's killing ability. Probably too confident, as we might see. As frame for murder is in the pool, I have got this mantra going on in my head that don't kill Cassandra with McMorning. Whatever you kill her with, not McMorning. And that really comes back to bite me in the arse. The Carrion Emissary is my quick murder candidate, and my plan is to put him up early, protect him with his shards, and attempt to draw my opponent towards me, hopefully drawing out Cassandra, and then get him away to safety once that's accomplished. So this is how things look by the end of turn 1. We've both been kind of conservative. The nurse hit McMorning up for 8 poison. I got the Carrion Emissary over here into the forest for cover, whatever that gives me, and put these shards down in front here. Rafkin and the Chihuahua come up to also benefit from it. Sebastian hanging back. I think the bell possibly tried to beckon something and failed. It wasn't a big deal. Chiaki's come up here. McMorning. I'll talk about my opponent's movings first. So we've got the Oxfordian mages all kind of collaborating around this fence. Kudra, the Arcane, and one of the Eagles are pushing out around this flank. Sandeep's hugging cover around the statue and has summoned a Frost Gamin, is that? He summoned it over here. One of the other Eagles is taken to the sky, I believe. And so, yeah, so what McMorning did was he pushed out, he walks over around here. Ran to transplanted the gammon to put some poison on something. Standing right out in the open to be a nice, using himself as bait. Cassandra's come forward right to here, and I'm loving that. And the gammon has dinked itself back behind the Fountain of Death. And then at the end of the turn, I get my zombie, and McMorning pushes back to safety. So I'm quite liking how the game is shaping up, but there's one big problem, and that's that my Chihuahua is stuck behind Rafkin in the emissary, and so can't do the run in to poison Cassandra early doors next turn, which is a real bummer. And it's just occurred to me that perhaps my opponent was baiting me. What a clever devil if he was. Because as we go into turn 2 and I get the emissary right out here, put the Rotten Rend Cassandra, fail to get the poison off, that was really disappointing, and then put up my shards here. And then all fucking hell breaks loose. The mages are flowing around here, trying to get an angle on the emissary and drop some markers potentially. I don't remember what dropped that, but it's down. Sandeep's also come forward. He's summoned a wind gammon over here and put in some licks on the emissary. Kudra's moving up to support him. The bell has pulled in the arcane effigy. Sebastian summoned a dog. Bird has dropped down with my nurse, and we're fighting in lethal, brutal combat with my nurse doing fuck all and the bird pecking out her eyes. I've just got to hit this thing once and it will die to Sebastian's induction aura. But sadly the nurse is not up to it. Without many other options, I put the Chihuahua in over here, I think just about here, to poison the wind gammon. And again, it's just within Sebastian's aura, so that's pretty tasty. And then Cassandra goes, so she nimbles over here, charges the Chihuahua to my surprise, kills it, and then whatever pushes out over here, right up in McMorning's face. Too good to be true. McMorning very tentatively poisons her with a rancid transplant for 6 poison, gets out over here, and then I think tries to rancid transplant the arcane to set him up for an expunge, but it doesn't go very well for me. That's fine, because Rafkin, who had popped my little help at the beginning of this turn, is all set up for the 4 attack charge on Cassandra. Until this guy, this colossal bastard, with the Blood Ward, just moves up into range of Cassandra and makes her immune to poison. What a total dickhead. That's why he went for the Chihuahua so brutally. That's the only thing that can remove immunity to being immune to poison. So now I've got nothing left to poison. Well, so I can't poison her anymore. So Rafkin can't charge for 1 AP, so she has to walk around for 1 AP. And then because Cassandra's got her Southern Comfort thing up, I'm on a negative flip for my attack, which of course I miss. She's not poisoned, so I can't use my nice tasty double zeros. Oh man, that was frustrating. At least I've blocked her from line of sight now, I think, and set up for next turn, but ooh, well played, sir. We're going to turn 3, and Sandeep takes down the Carrion Emissary. Nothing I could do. He's been taking some wizard shots, and that frickin' wind gammon with 4 attacks. Last round was a nightmare. Those things are bullshit. So yeah, what's his name? Sandeep kills the Emissary and gets quick murder. Cassandra kills Rafkin, and I get framed for murder. And then I just surround her with dogs from Sebastian. And we start nibbling away at her, although she's still immune to poison because this guy just won't fuck off. Looks like the effigies managed to drop a marker and get around over here. Another marker, presumably from the mage, has been dropped. Another marker from another mage been dropped. Kudra's jumped in to hurt Chiaki, and her manipulative is actually working out really well for me. And so this is where I make a terrible, 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 terrible mistake. My opponent has revealed both his schemes. I know he's doing claim jump. I know he's done frame for quick murder. So it means McMorning can kill this lady completely scot-free. But I've got it in my head that just don't kill her with McMorning, and I'm sticking to it. So instead of going after her and going for the finish off, which potentially he could have, I completely waste his activation, just dicking around here, trying to poison stuff a little bit, really failing to do anything. And the best thing he achieved, I think, was just to push Chiaki. into range to block this marker with his injection. And yeah, it's bad when McMorning doesn't kill something a turn. Oh, and then this happens. The frickin' bird kills the frickin' nurse. I couldn't hit this thing at all. Just one hit would have done it. And in the end, it takes her down. Jesus Christ. One of the last activations of the turn was the Wind Gammon. And I'd been keeping McMorning up around here to keep it within 8 inches. It takes its poison damage when it activates and dies, and I summon a dog and get the dog over here to block his claim jump marker. Oh, and this is a killer because this is an illegal move. Talking through the games later on afterwards, I found out that even when you frickin' kill this thing, it doesn't count as killed and it just buries. And McMorning's dog summoning only happens if the model is killed. So I shouldn't have been able to summon this dog and shouldn't have been able to block the scheme marker and deny my opponent claim jump this turn. Many apologies to my opponent for that. It's hard enough to play without rules mistakes in a casual game, and in a tournament under pressure after multiple games, this kind of thing is just gonna happen, and I'm gonna console myself with that. So we go into turn 4 and I lose the initiative. That positive flip my opponent's getting from his Seize the Day upgrade is really pulling its weight. Cassandra gets over to Sebastian and takes him down, using her Southern Comfort ability to hand out the drinks and put me on negatives to attack her. I really underestimated how hard she is to put down. Oh my god. So I have to kill her this turn, and Sandy really doesn't help me by jumping in and tying up on my dogs and then summoning a Metal Gammon over here. And then I decide not to help me by doing something really stupid and luring one of the dogs to my bell, trying to get him away from Sandeep so he can go attack Cassandra, and then finding I'm engaged with this bloody gammon instead. I managed to correct the mistake by walking the bell in between perfectly the dog and the gammon to break its engagement. And so the canine remains can run over and try to attack Cassandra. Obviously it can't hit her, but every canine I can get around her makes her easier for the others to hit. One of the other canine remains manages to slip out, and then McMorning injections the final one over here. Again, I'm not really thinking. I could perhaps have gone for her with McMorning, although that might be why he's put this raptor here to block him up. And then I just totally waste my time with Kudra, not being able to put poison on her because this fucking blood mage. Oh my goodness, it's so frustrating. Waste of my time. Curse you, blood mage! At the end of the turn, we both score for extraction because I just can't kill his guys. I get quick murder on Cassandra, and the Arcanists score claim jump. As we hit the final turn in the closing minutes of this round, Kudra kills Chiaki, no thanks to McMorning's poisoning of her earlier. No idea what the bell's doing up over there, and then I think I go with McMorning and try to kill Kudra and fail. Why didn't I go for these guys? Maybe I thought the dogs would get them, but then we're told to call it there. We both get extraction. My opponent didn't have the chance to drop claim jump, and there we go, guys. That is the end of the game. Oh my goodness, what a game. That was so tough. Final scores were: Arcanists got 4 points for extraction, 3 points for a quick murder, and 2 points for claim jump. Resurrectionists got 4 points for extraction, 3 points for frame for murder, and 2 points for quick murder, making this game a 9-all draw. What a super intense, fun game, and I feel really bad for my opponent. He should have won this game. Even if it wasn't for the misplay of the Wind Gammon earlier, there's pretty much nothing I could have done, I don't think, to deny him claim jump this turn. Very, very well played, and very, very unlucky. For my part, I'm so disappointed in how I played this. From the middle of turn 3, there was no reason why McMorning shouldn't have been going hell for leather at Cassandra. Even without poison, I reckon she could have gone down to a focused strike. But if I'd done it right, I might have been able to block line of sight to this guy and finish her off more easily with the poison. I don't think I would have been able to remove the Blood Mage. My opponent placed him really well. But if I'd managed to take Cassandra down, in that turn 3, would have got the full points, or at least been able to kill everything around here, maybe to deny extraction or get some dogs out more to block claim jump, that kind of thing. Instead, I just really wasted his options out here on this flank. But what a fantastic game. Many thanks and apologies to my opponent once more, and I am looking forward to the rematch. Catch you on game 3. Take care.